think the police absolutely did not handle this well, and that is an understatement. But we've seen this before with other movements, the BLM protests, the Extinction Rebellion, and other women's marches throughout history. That before the police turned up, they were socially distanced, respectful, peaceful, and then in last night's case, a group of people who were against, a group of men started yelling obscenities, making women feel even more emblazoned for why they were there and what they were acting for. The police arrived, then came the heavy handling, the aggression, the putting their hands on women, making women out to be this threat. And now that's the focus. And the key takeaway for me from last night, or the key heartbreak thing for me last night, was that this week should have been that women have had enough, and that violence against women and girls has to end, and look at this solidarity, because we all see ourselves in Sarah's story, and that's what the key takeaway should have been, and it wasn't, and it isn't, because this was so poorly handled.
So there are these calls for the head of the Metropolitan Police, Dame Cressida Dick, to resign. Do you think that needs to happen, or would it not make any difference?
Look, if Cressida Dick resigned today, now, that would not change that violence against women needs to end. My issue is not with Cressida Dick or with any specific police officer. My issue is with the fact that misogyny is so ingrained in our culture. It's so ingrained in the structure of our culture. This is bigger than one police chief, one police force. Radical change has to be the priority and is needed now.
The alleged kidnapping and murder of Sarah Everard has certainly shocked and appalled the country, and it seems to have really tapped into this deeper anger about violence and abuse towards women and girls. What kind of policy changes would you like to see come about to make the UK safer for women?
Misogyny should be a hate crime. That is the policy change that I would like to see. A hate crime is it's a prejudiced, motivated crime against someone based on their membership to a certain group or race or social group, and that, to me, would be the start of seeing this change, from seeing violence ended against women.
And let's talk a little bit more about the extent of the issue. How widespread is the problem of violence against women? The police keep saying how rare, what allegedly happened to Sarah Everard is. But the figures on abuse and harassment and rape show that really isn't very rare, is it?
It isn't. It isn't rare. It's not, oh, this might be a daily occurrence, or, oh, it has always been a daily occurrence. It is, my personal experience as a woman, I can tell you it is a daily occurrence. From our community group, women that's the outcry that we're hearing, is that this isn't new. We have marched against this for years, for generations, and 97% of women have been sexually harassed. 97%. This is not a new thing. This is so widespread, and we need men to be willing to listen, to stop the defense, for them to believe us and take on the responsibility to see change. And we need politicians to put this at the forefront of their agenda to stop this now. Enough is enough.